Live from the heart of Lincoln, America.
Welcome to Ticket Weeknights
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Beyond the Lanes with Haley and Desiree. We're doing a little bit different. We're pre-recording a show just because what is going on, ladies? Why are you pre-recording today? What's happening this weekend?
Orlando for our second tournament of the season.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So Orlando, what's the kind of the tournament going to look like? What's kind of the lay of the land that you guys are expecting to see?
I think this is one of the bigger tournaments with the most teams, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be very packed in a small pit. And we actually leave tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And then we have our practice session Thursday at 8 a.m. And we bowl Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning.
So that's I'm new to the bowling world, obviously. That's not like a sport that usually we cover. So having you guys here, I'm glad that I can be a part of this so that I can learn a little bit more insight into it. What does a normal bowling tournament look like? Take me through what that looks like.
Well, this season we're going to be leaving on Wednesday, but last season we would leave on like Thursday morning, like really early. We would fly into wherever we were competing at, have our practice session, and then we would have like the rest of the night. Then we would get up Friday morning, and then we have, Baker? Yeah. So we have Baker, 5 games, and then we bowl against 5 teams. And then Saturday it's traditional, so each of us bowl a game. So it's not like going back and forth Baker style. Then we bowl 5 teams again. Then Sunday it's Baker best of 7, and we would usually bowl 3 teams, depending on the format. And then after that, we're booking it to the airport and then getting on a flight and then connecting flight. And that's about it. And then getting back to Omaha.
So you don't get to do anything. You're going to Orlando, but you guys don't get to do anything fun in Orlando. You don't have any team bonding things planned?
Well, last year we actually went to Universal, and I think this year we're going to
Disney Springs, I think?
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Disney Springs. Have you guys ever been to Orlando or experienced that? Well,
yeah.
Obviously you guys went last year, but just the Disney Springs area, are you more of a Universal area or more of a Disney area?
I went to Disney Springs because I bowled a bunch of tournaments in Orlando. But last year, that was my first time being at Universal, and I've never been to actually Disney or anything like that.
I went to both actually my freshman year for a Christmas trip, but I think I lean towards Universal because I like Harry Potter.
Same. So these are obviously long trips, and that's a lot of bowling to do. How do you guys say mentally tough when you're going through this? It's a lot of travel, a lot of things going on, so kind of keeping those distractions out.
I think having taking our downtime that we get at the end of each night, to ourselves and just resting. Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
How about you?
I would agree with that. I feel definitely when it comes to adding in schoolwork, trying to get it done at the beginning of the week. Mm-hmm. So when you have the downtime, you can just go to sleep at 7 p.m. so you can be up at 6:50 the next morning.
So what are your guys' majors right now?
I'm criminology with a minor in soc.
I'm right now in business admin, but I'm changing it, I think, to finance and most likely a minor in education and marketing.
And what made you guys want to go into those fields?
Well, I don't really know what I want to do.
So hey, that's okay.
It's kind of the safe option for me right now.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it either, but I've always loved the crime shows and documentaries over the medical ones.
What's your favorite crime show?
It'd probably be either Criminal Minds or NCIS New Orleans.
Ooh, specific. I love Criminal Minds. My roommates are currently watching Grey's Anatomy. That's all they watch. And I'm more into the I don't do hospital. I don't like the gore.
Grey's Anatomy.
Or I've watched it up until, I'm not spoiling things. I'm obviously not going to do that. But up until some people got not killed off, but they left or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, after that, it's they just came with their 22nd season. I just started watching Scandal, and I like Scandal's more like
Yes, I do like
I like
Scandal.
Scandal. That's a little bit better. That's more up my alley. I don't do. My friend says I don't do hospital, and I think that's so funny. That
Yeah.
I get it. I understand it. So business going into that. So schoolwork into sports. How do you guys kind of navigate that? Obviously, you're having to do schoolwork on top of being a D1 athlete. What is that like for you guys?
Just kind of getting it done like early on. That's something I'm learning to do a lot more, which I've been a lot better at, and just like staying on top of everything, and just like talking with professors and like telling them like, oh, I'm going to be traveling this weekend, like all that kind of stuff.
I think most likely for me, like being able to use the resources, because there's a lot of times where we're on the road and we like have midterms or finals or just big tests, and being able to communicate, like she said, with the professors, and most of them are very lenient, or like being able to take it earlier in the week so that you don't have to like stress and try to do it in the airport.
And they're all like your teachers obviously like know the situation. Are they pretty accommodating towards travel and all that? They're probably used to it by now.
Yeah, we gotta send them all like this travel letter, like here's all the dates for the entire semester. Yeah, like the second week of school.
And what's it like going to? So I went to Nebraska Wesleyan, so I didn't know like the big university. So when I meet athletes, I like to ask them like, what makes UNL for you guys?
I would probably just say like kind of the atmosphere of everything. Like everything's just so like positive. Everybody's so involved, and everybody loves like athletics. Like Nebraska is like athletics and football and volleyball and stuff like that. So that's what I think.
I think for me, it was actually the academic side for athletes, like being able to have the tutors and also like the sports side. Like there's no way that they would let their athletes fail if you did it. Like all you have to do is use the resources, and you can get good grades and be able, like we also have like study rooms that are private, and some are like soundproof, and so it's very nice.
So looking at kind of like taking a step back from the bowling world, would you rather for like the rest of your life continue playing? That's what you do. You're continuously going pro, things like that. Is there pro? There's pro wrestling. No, why did I say wrestling? Bowling. We had wrestlers in yesterday, and now I'm just everywhere. There's pro bowling. Would you rather continue to bowl for the rest of your life, or would you rather go into like the coaching, a little bit more of the behind the scenes aspect? What are you looking for?
I would probably say still bowling. I like coaching, but I don't really know if that's for me.
Yeah.
Like my coach says, "Oh, you'd be great at it," and I'm just like, I've tried it a couple times and I don't like it.
Have you like tried to coach younger kids?
Yes, and
it's a little bit.
It's a little bit too much. Yeah, like I have patience with like my sisters, but like with other people's kids, like I don't really have a lot of patience.
No, I'm like, the same way. I'm the exact same way. I try my best, and you can bite your tongue as much as possible, but one time and I'm out. I could not do, and I think that's just how it is. It's just teaching, or because you're in your area, you're the best. Like that, you made it to a D1. You know how to bowl. You know everything that goes into that, and having to relay that to someone and try and in a way that they'll understand it, because you already have this way of, and I know compared to other sports, bowling is so technical. Like there's it's so much more technique that people think. I like casual bowling, but how do you like explain the kind of the technicality to it to me? If you were, let's put your coaching hat on. I'm a 5-year-old, and I'm trying to figure out how this works. How would you kind of present that to me?
Oh Lord.
I would say make sure you got 5 steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 steps in the approach.
There's so much.
Like, so let's like break it down in what would be my first step. Something that I would probably shoe size. I'm a size 11. I would put my shoes on, lace them up. I'm grabbing a ball. How do you know what ball works best for you? Is it just kind of like how it feels, or like the weight of? Obviously, it weighs a little bit different than other balls.
It actually depends on the lane.
Okay.
It does.
Oh,
Yeah. So they make like
Interesting.
different balls, like to do like different. So like the house balls that they have at the bowling alley are like way different from what we throw.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I think if house, like you got to find your weight
Mm-hmm.
first, which I like when I throw a house ball, I always drop down. Like because I
Mhm.
throw 14, but I always drop down to like 10.
I agree because it can actually really hurt our fingers
Yeah.
and our
Yeah.
hand throwing a house ball because each ball is drilled for our hand specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, so how much? Like when you're going and looking for a ball, how long does that process take for you to like fit the ball to you, make sure that it's the right ball?
We don't do that. Our
You
coach
don't
does.
do that? Oh, that's all.
He
Okay.
takes everything.
So
he drills everything.
Yeah, he measures our hand,
Okay.
and that process isn't very long at all.
It isn't.
No.
And then he kind of just like writes down the measurements. And then when you get a new ball, he's like, oh, well, the measurements on the paper, let me just plug it and
Okay.
like basically lay it out in a certain way so it can do a certain shape on the lane.
And do you guys have, as ladies, do you like to get your nails done? I've always thought
Yes.
about this.
That's a hard
Good.
question.
I was just gonna say, do you get your nails done? I was looking. I remember when you guys were announcing your. That's something I've always been so fascinated with. Is do people do their nails when they go? Does that it like affect you in any way? Like having longer, or shorter nails?
Me, no. And people, even on the team, ask, like, how do I do it? Because sometimes, like, they'll, like, this is probably the shortest I've had.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't find it affecting me at all.
Yeah.
I think it helps me, but for some people, like it does like catch on their finger.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it.
I can't do it. For some reason, like my release goes really bad when I get them done,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I can't afford to do that. So
And that was just hey, at least you're saving $40 not having to
that
do
is
nails
true.
for a sport. That's I should probably get into bowling more. So I don't do my nails as much. That
I
was
really
something.
like having them done, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't mess my release up
out
to
of
do
season.
it.
Off season is when you
Yes.
can really
For sure.
the longer nails. And where are you guys from originally?
I'm from Georgia.
Okay.
I'm from Texas.
So wow, South. Yeah, go South. So coming to Nebraska, what was the biggest within the bowling world? What was the biggest change that you saw?
I kind of want to say like support, honestly, with even athletics being small. It was like a lot of athletes or a lot of other people like, oh, bowling team, like, oh, don't you guys have like a bunch of natties and like the most and blah blah blah. And it's so different because like in high school you tell someone, oh, I'm a bowler, and they're like, oh, I can beat you
Yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, you're weird.
No,
Like,
yeah.
what? I'm like, I'm normal.
Yeah.
Come on,
I swear.
yeah.
So what was it that drew you guys to bowling? Was it like a family thing, or was it something that you guys chose on your own, or what went into that?
Mine was once I met my stepdad and he bowled, and so then that's how I got into bowling because I saw he was bowling league. So then I wanted to bowl league, and then he helped me, and then like I got to coach. So and then like his whole family bowled. Other than that, like I think once I figured out that I could go to college for it and like go on like scholarship for it, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do because I did a lot of other sports growing up, but I wasn't really like college material like level.
Yeah.
Like if I worked for it, yeah, maybe I could go to like a small college, but like I didn't want to do that. So
For me, I believe everyone on both sides of my family bowled. Maybe not everyone, but I know like my grandparents, I think, did. And that's how my parents met in a bowling alley. And
so cute.
so it was kind of like a known thing that I was supposed to bowl, but I think I started when I was 2 and I quit that same year and did soccer for 9 years and track and volleyball and basketball and taekwondo just so I wouldn't bowl.
Yeah.
And then around 11, 12 of them, I was like, I got injured and then I was like, well, there's nothing else left, then roll a ball down the lane.
So, well, how did is this something where you were like, okay, this is, I like this. This is because obviously you can have family go into a sport and you don't have to love it as much as they do. What made bowling so catching for you guys? What made you want to continue your play?
I think for me is because it's just really unique. Like it's not like your cliche sports that everybody plays.
Mhm.
And I liked just kind of like how small like the community was, and that like I was competing against like the same people and like making friends, and then also that I was like good enough to go to college for it. That's kind of what drew me, was more of like the college aspect of it. How about you?
I think for me, I don't know. I struggled with like wanting to do it and not wanting to do it. Because like for me, a lot of sports came super easy. That's why I did everything. And bowling came easy, but it was, did I want to put more effort in? I actually want to do it. And for a while, I didn't. Up until like freshman year of high school, I would like fly to Dallas and like do 8-hour trainings every Saturday. And I was like, oh wow, like I could be good. But I still wasn't serious because I was still trying to really pursue volleyball and taekwondo for a while. And then I got injured again. And
From
I was
taekwondo?
From volleyball. I was in crutches.
I
was in crutches, and then my dad was like, you got to pick. And I picked bowling, and I didn't really see myself that good until like the end of sophomore year when my coach was like, I have all of these schools calling. And I was like, I didn't think I could go anywhere for it. I was just like, my whole plan was to go to Florida and do marine biology for the longest time. And so I was like, wow, I could. And yeah, here I am, I guess.
So compared to other sports, some people like work at this for years and years and years. And obviously you need that to build technique, build just your skill. For bowling, is it kind of like other sports or is this something like when did you guys really get into it and realize, okay, well, obviously sophomore year was when you decided, and then you decided that you could go to a good college for this. When did that, if for a normal person, what would they have to do to just like continuously like be good at this or like want to play at the collegiate level?
So I started when I was 11, and I didn't really get into like competing until I was like 12 or 13. And once I figured, I felt like I was like really behind from everybody, because like your class of like 24, 25, and 23, like they were very stout classes of like all like really good bowlers. And I just like put in a lot of work. Like I was in the lanes every single day. Like I didn't really have like a normal like high school, because like I was in the bowling alley every single day, every weekend, with leagues, tournaments, traveling all over the place, and training a lot. Like I did a bunch of drills at home. Like even if I wasn't in the lanes, I was still doing something like in my backyard, in my hallway, like working on footwork, working on release, backswing, all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of just like I had to dedicate my whole life to it to catch up to where I should be, since I was like started a lot later than a lot of other people.
And I can relate to that since I did start around the same age as Haley. And it does take years, and a lot of people, like my sister, for example, she started when she was 3 and she just ran with it. Even though she did other sports, she constantly did bowling. And it is a lot of training. Like, again, I did 8-hour trainings. Like every weekend I would leave at 4 a.m. to drive or fly to Dallas. And it is a lot of time and working you put in, because, again, I did training at home, upstairs. Like, we had a mattress that I would throw on constantly. Whenever I had time, I'd pick up a 15-pound ball and just, like, curl it with my wrist. And it's a lot of, like, drills. I know some times that I would practice, I wouldn't even do, like, a full approach. I would only do, like, 1 step or no steps for 3-4 hours straight just to catch up, because you can be good, but you can still be behind in a lot of fundamentals. And that's the thing about bowling, is you need to be fundamentally sound to even have a product at the end.
Yeah. And what was the weirdest drill that you guys think you did growing up, or still to this day that you think you do, that if a normal person were to just randomly walk into your room and see you doing this, they would think, wow, what is this person doing?
Probably like the yo-yo drill with a bowling ball, you just slap it on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had my coach had let me borrow this like silicone thing with a bunch of like rolly.
Yes.
And I would sit there with a ball and I would just spin it, and it would just be this roller, and the ball would just spin,
Yep.
and like go forward, and I had to pull it back and then do it again.
Oh, or that silicone pin, and you can't let it like jiggle.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But like, were there some obviously drills that were harder than others? Like, you're obviously training at a different. You're not. I don't assume that you're running sprints or anything like that.
No.
So it's like it's less of a physical sport, more of a mental sport. How is that more like you're doing drills that are mentally sound for you, or is it just really just working on wrist movement?
I think it is more physical because the hard thing about bowling is one small thing can be off.
Yeah.
Whether it's your swing's a little to the right or you break your wrist, it can cause everything to go wrong.
Yep.
And that's the hard thing is, yes, it is mental and you have to pull yourself out of it, but it also is just as much physical.
And what kind of, so when something's going wrong, it's a game about alterations, making like just that didn't go well. What are you going to do at your next bowl? How do you guys kind of adjust it? So say that wasn't a great, what do you guys call it? Where you just went
Shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great shot. You have to come back. What are you telling yourself? What's going through your head to be able to have a better shot the next time?
I think I just I tell myself that I know that I'm better than what I just did.
Yeah.
And it's yes, you're gonna mess up sometimes. It's okay. Just go out there and be confident in it and do what you know how to do. Because obviously you've put in all this work, you can do it. So
yeah.
That's kind of what I run through my head.
I kind of go through the four main things that can cause my shot making to go wrong, and I kind of be like, okay, no, that one felt good, this felt good. Here's the problem. So I either tell myself that before I step on the approach, or kind of just go through those four real quick and do a check and be like, all right, you got this. And kind of also on our team, we talk about acceptance. The second you step on the approach, you're accepting any and all outcomes that come from the shot the second you release it. So you kind of, even though it was bad, possibly, you accept the fact that, okay, now let me run down this bear and go back through my fundamentals and make sure that I do it better the next shot.
And our coaches also help us out. If sometimes, a lot of times this past weekend, I felt like I threw a great shot and it was not, the shot wasn't actually good. And they help us a lot with our movements, and we talk with them and about where to move, if we need to move back right, if we need to move back left, if we need to make a ball change, all that kind of stuff. So they help us out a lot too.
With that, I have so many more questions just about the technicality aspect and just about your guys's bowl, your life through bowling. So we're going to throw it to our first break. When we get back, I'm going to ask way more questions, and we're just going to have a grand old time just having a regular conversation. So we will be back after the break to Beyond the Lanes.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwissow.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Beyond the Lane. I need to get that right. I'm going to be tuning in more and more as this time goes on. But during the break, we were talking about something that we're all interested in, and that's Dance with the Stars. I know that's not bowling, but it's even more important.
Yeah, literally.
Tonight is Wicked Night. Ladies, who are you cheering for throughout this season? And I won't be mean about it.
Mine's Whitney and Mark.
Yes, good.
I want them to win so much.
Yes.
They're so good.
Yes.
I will say I love Whitney. I've loved her right when I knew that she was going to be a threat.
Mm-hmm.
What were your guys' thoughts about last week's scoring in Carrie and Anada?
First off, don't like her.
Thank you. I agree.
I don't like her.
Agree.
I don't know. I think they should have been scored higher, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, what is it, Zac Efron's brother should have been scored that high. He
No.
literally stumbled, and they're like, oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, for him to have the highest score of the season for that dance compared to other ones, were you guys crying? Was it an emotional thing, or was you just like, oh, like that was really heartwarming?
I think the most heartwarming one for me was Robert Irwin's.
Mm-hmm.
I adore him so much.
He's America's sweetheart, but not American. And
Right,
I love
yes.
that.
Yes.
I love him so much. And I just want to, I feel like I'm their friend. I feel like I'm so crazy that I'm like, oh, like Alex Earl, like that's my dear friend.
Yeah.
I get to watch every Tuesday night. So for tonight, what specific couple are you excited for besides Whitney and Mark?
I'd probably say Alex and Val.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd go with Alex and Val.
Yeah.
They're my favorites. Do you guys do like watch parties, or do you watch it all together, or is it just like you need to be in your room by yourself watching this so you can critique everything?
Well, like last week I wasn't able to like watch. I had to watch through TikTok last week because I had class and then I had to stay after. So I missed it. And so I didn't really see much.
I normally work at the bowling alley when I'm watching it, but I'm sitting there and I'm voting.
Yes, right away. My friends are you a person where you're voting right away, or do you watch the dance and then vote?
I watch the dance.
I watch the dance too.
I am crazy, and I know my people, and I know that I want them to.
That's
at least
valid.
I have the people that I want to make it to the finale, and
That's
obviously that I know that they're not going to probably do awful in their dance. So I
Mhm.
trust them. I trust in my dancers that they are going to prove that me voting for them 10 times meant something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm glad that we could talk about this. This is very important. Moving on from this, moving back into the questions that I have about technique, bowling aspects, things like that. Your recruitment process coming out of high school. Explain that to me. How were you guys kind of recruited? You obviously said that you had some calls coming in, but what was it like for the both of you?
Nebraska wasn't on my list of people to reach out to. Like, I didn't think I was good enough to come here. So I had sent a bunch of emails and like my recruitment video to other colleges, and my mom was like, just send it to them. Like, the worst they can say is no. Like, you never know what's going to happen. So I sent it to them. They reached out because we had junior gold, which is like our nationals. And so I had sent them like which squad I was going to be in and said, like, asked them if they could come watch me. And they did, which I didn't even know that they were there. My mom told me after I bowled, she was like, oh yeah, the Nebraska coaches are here. I was like, what?
That was probably really good though. I feel like you didn't
Yeah.
know that they were there.
Yeah, and I bowled good that day, so thank God she did not tell me because I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, they reached back out to me and was like, hey, I want you to come on a visit. Like, what days work for you? And I was like, holy cow. And I came on I came on my visit at the end of November of 2022. Yeah, 22.
So how old were you in high school at that point?
16. I had just turned 16.
Okay. So junior in high school or
Sophomore. Wait, no, it would.
You'd be a junior.
Yeah, junior.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. Awesome. That's just like it worked out. It worked out.
Yep.
And did it take them a while? How long does it usually take for somebody, once you're sending those emails, for them to reply? Or is it just kind of like a waiting game?
I don't remember how, like, I think it may have been like a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think I waited like too long.
Okay. So. Desiree, how about you?
I think, I don't know. I don't know if Nebraska was really on my radar. Like, I knew most of the girls because my sister went here. And I didn't really care to go to the same school as my sister because
it's your sister. You don't have to explain. It's like, we get it. If you
it was like,
you get it.
Yeah, and like she's the oldest and she was bowling for the longest time, so it was like most of the focus was on her.
Yeah.
So I was like, Mom, I don't want to sit under her. But yeah, there was a lot of calls and like emails that were like sent on my behalf from like my dad and my coach. I won't lie. And I think after my visit to Nebraska, I was kind of like very overwhelmed because I was the third or fourth like either visit or phone call or Zoom call, and so I was like very overwhelmed. I remember like I kind of had like a panic attack on my visit. I don't know why, but my visit was very hectic, as some people know.
Yeah.
Can you explain why it was hectic, and if you would like to?
Well, my sister was on the team. She happened to be like the person that take me around and stuff. And one of the teammates totaled her car, and it was also homecoming weekend. Yeah.
2 whamos.
So that was great.
Yeah.
It was great, and it was just very overwhelming. But I think like a month later, I was just like, my dad was like out of town, and I was saying like, Hatch was like, I'm gonna send the email saying I accept the offer. I was like,
Without him being there.
yeah. And my dad was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'll accept it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
And then here I am.
So like you use the hecticness of it. You're like, oh, you set aside all that hecticness. It was actually pretty good.
I honestly was looking like, yes, I knew it was a top school. Like that's what I was looking at and whatnot. And I actually looked at the schools for their academics personally, because my parents have always instilled in me like, you are a student before you're an athlete, and that grades are very important for our future. So I sat down and looked at all the schools constantly and was like looking at the grade, like not the grades, but the majors, and if it had what I wanted, and just how the academic side of it was. And like I said, with Nebraska athletics, there's no way they're going to let their athletes slip.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys do academically? Like, obviously you guys are having to miss a few classes for things that like traveling. What do you guys do on top of school and then on top of athletics that helps you in school? Like, do you guys do like tutoring things, or what goes into that?
Definitely tutoring helps a lot. And I go to office hours, like for TAs. Like if I miss class, like I know for my accounting class, we have to go see our TA in order to get like participation points. Because if not, it's just going to be a 0 in there. So I got to go to those. And then we also have like review sessions each week. So I go to those.
I haven't used tutoring since freshman year, but I would use tutoring. And also, I'm very close with actually my chem professors, because I've had like the same one for 3 semesters in a row. So me and her have a good relationship, and I sometimes go to her office just to do work, just because.
And have you guys taken classes outside of your major, or is it just specifically? What's been your favorite class that you've taken outside of your major that you feel has been the most rewarding?
I don't think any.
Being honest. No.
Yeah, because I actually was a forensic science major before I went into business. And so my first like semester of my freshman year, I took like biology and like a lab and like forensic science class. And I did not like it. And I was like, this is not for me. I thought it would be. It definitely wasn't. So I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
So that's like really the only other classes I've used. Like those had to be my elective classes now. So now I don't have any more to just give up on like good classes.
I would say probably Greek mythology was very weird. I didn't know that, like, there was one section that freaked me out. Like, she was born out of Zeus's forehead, and that just stuck. That just stuck with me. That one just like stuck with me for some reason. I was like, wow, this is a little weird.
I'm gonna say I took at Westside. We have to take so many different classes outside of our major, and that's always been something that I've been interested in. Like at UNL, like, are you guys taking? Because all I've heard is you take the classes that are meant for your major. That's what you do. For me, I took like religion classes, Greek, like things like that. I remember I don't know who came out of it.
I don't know either.
Someone did. Someone important enough to listen and learn about.
Exactly.
But things like that have always been, and those are the classes that you can remember like little tidbits about the most. I don't do science. I am not a science girl. Clearly, I don't do science and math. Math has never been in you. Like, explain your accounting class to me. What do you think that you did well in? Are you doing well in your accounting class, or is it something that you enjoy?
I like it. So I actually took it the first, because we have like 2 5-week sessions in the summer. So I tried to take it the first 5-week session of the summer, and it was so much information in 5 weeks. I was taking an exam each week. I was learning 3 chapters a week and an exam at the end of the week, and I couldn't do it. Like, I wasn't even finishing the test. Like, I would have failed the class. So I had to drop it at the last minute. And then taking it now, like, I do remember a lot of the stuff like from the summer, and now I'm able to sit down and actually like learn it and know how to actually do it. But my professor also is a lot better now, and she's easier. She teaches a lot better and helps us understand a lot more. But I like it. It's definitely not something that I would see myself doing for the rest of my life, but I'm glad I know how to do the basics of it. So I'm also going to have to take accounting 202 next semester, which people say is a lot easier, but I'm like,
you mean it?
Yeah, I'm like,
are you serious? What does a normal day look like for you guys, like with classes and practice and things like that?
Probably like if we're talking about like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we got like workouts at 6:45. I have one or two classes that day, and most of the time I also have PT somewhere in between there, and then practice around like 2:15 to 4:15.
Yeah, we have workouts, and then I have my accounting, and then my stats class, and then it's rushing to practice because like if my stats class gets out at like 1:45, then I have to walk to my car, then drive to practice, and then it starts at 2:15, and it'll go to 4:15, and then it's just dinner afterwards.
Yeah. So do you guys feel like you have a pretty good routine down to schedule everything and make sure everything is, where you're not getting too sidetracked about everything?
I would say so. Yeah, I think now that we're actually like in the semester a little bit more, like everything's kind of settled down. And I mean, now we're adding traveling on top of it, but a lot of us we've already done that before, so we already know how to like accommodate for it, except for like our freshman. But I think she's doing fine with that.
When you were a freshman, how not difficult was that adjustment just with the traveling? And obviously, you guys have done traveling your whole lives for bowling and things like that, but coming to college, doing things on top of just bowling, what was that like for you guys?
I think it was hard. I know like my freshman year I took a lot of hard classes, and I actually had I think 4 in-persons, and I had like one day where I had 3 in a row and I was like missing them. So it's kind of difficult, but again, like being able to have those conversations with the professors made things very easy. And I didn't really have, only one of my classes, which happened to be online, was like an exam that I had to go take. Besides that, I just had a bunch of papers to write.
Would you rather take tests or write a paper?
Test.
I don't like either.
Good answer.
Yeah.
None of the above.
None of the above.
Test.
No.
As everybody knows,
schoolwork.
I am not fluent in English, and I'm very bad at pronouncing words that...
Same. No, pronouncing words, pronouncing names. I used to be a PA announcer, and I would have to go up to the coaches all the time and sit down with them. Even if they gave me a pronunciation guide, I would go, say it for me, and then I'm going to write down what I think you just said.
Yeah.
Because that helped. Names, and also really bad at spelling.
Me too.
Why is that so hard?
I don't know. And I'm bad at speaking too. Like this, like doing the like radio show has helped me, but I'm horrible at public speaking.
This is good. This is helping you.
I had to take speech classes and comprehension classes growing up because like I couldn't comprehend things. It's not like I'm not dyslexic, but for some reason I couldn't read or pronounce. Like I was basically illiterate on some stuff, and I still am.
Y'all are at some point, and I think I still am. I'm very illiterate.
Yeah,
we're all. No need to explain yourself to me because I'm in the same exact boat.
I don't know. And the team always be like, "Oh, what's this salad?" I'm like, "Okay, hold on." I don't know. Like there was one day I've never seen papaya written out. So how was I supposed to know it was papaya?
Okay, that's valid.
And I said papaya. Like how was I supposed to know?
Not close enough to me.
That's
if you would have said that, I would have known what you were talking about. Would I have laughed? Maybe.
Yeah.
But then I would have been like, okay, that's what she meant.
But I sounded it out.
God forbid she uses her sounding out clues, context clues.
Like, why is there extra letters? I hate the English language.
No, seriously. Or silent letters or things that just don't need to be there. What's one word that you think about right now and you couldn't spell it if your life depended on it?
Ooh, probably any PH word that sounds like an F.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would write an F.
I'm trying. I literally had this conversation with my mom last night about words and percentages and stuff like that. It's not.
I can't spell necessary correctly.
That's a good one. I think I brought that up the other day. That's the one I was talking about. If I was like, if I'm being held at gunpoint and they asked me to spell necessary, tell my parents I'm not making it home for dinner.
Yeah.
There's no.
There's too many
I don't know
C's
if I would
and
step
S's.
up. So many S's.
Yeah.
Why are there so many S's?
Exactly.
For me, Connecticut.
I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
I also thinking like, what situation would I need to spell Connecticut?
Exactly.
Yeah. My aunt lives in Connecticut, and there's sometimes like I'd have to be like typing to my mom, just like, are y'all, like, she went up to Connecticut, and I was like, oh, like, where do you go into? And I couldn't spell. I was like, what? I was like, what?
There's so many times where I'm just like, Aaron.
Yeah, me too.
I'm secretly doing it. Like, I'll be here at work, and I'll have to like do something for like a capture or something like that. I'm like, I want to use a specific word, but I don't know how to spell it, and I know that autocorrect is not going to pick up what I'm laying down.
Dude, I've been having to do that with dachshund because I love dachshunds. I can't spell it.
Well, if you love it so much, I think we need to get on top of actually learning how to spell it.
When autocorrect doesn't know what you're spelling,
yes.
Oh my god! I'm like, okay, then if you don't know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Trying to like that's me in my head.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're gonna have to come up with a synonym because there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And then half the time it doesn't even make sense anyway. So it's it was a loose situation anyways. There was no who growing up, who was a mentor that really helped you, not just in bowling, but also just in school and like navigating being such a dedicated athlete at that time?
I'd probably just say the two main ones were my mom and my stepdad. They were really the ones that pushed me to like be the best, and they still do. And yeah, I hated it at the time, and I was like mad at them, and I didn't want them to be so hard on me. But looking back, like I am very grateful that they did, because I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Like I couldn't have gotten here just by myself, because I didn't know what it all encountered. It's like my stepdad, he grew up riding dirt bikes and motocross, so that's where he like spent his time, and he put all his like effort and work into that, and he just took what he did and tried to instill that in me.
That's awesome.
Mine's probably my dad and my coach, just because they were able to see something in me for bowling that I wasn't able to see myself until I got to college. And also my dad having that military background, it was very like stern with everything I did. And so I was kind of used to like the mental aspect of like what a coach can put you through sometimes. I was already prepared for that. So mentally, I believe like I was okay coming to college. As my coach says, I'm cool as a cat when it comes to my mental game, because I kind of just weirdly, I just like shut my brain off sometimes. Even sometimes when he's talking, I don't like remember what happened.
Me too. I just get easily distracted, and then people talking to me. They'll say one thing, and I'll be like, "Oh, that reminds me."
Like we were having a team meeting on Saturday, but Monsters Inc. was playing on the TV.
I kept watching it.
Oh, they set you up for failure for that.
Yeah,
you probably haven't seen that movie in so long. You're very intrigued. Put on a show that you've watched forever. I wouldn't watch.
If it was the news, I wouldn't have paid attention. But it was Monsters Inc. And like I was like, wow, this meeting took over 30 minutes. But like I was watching the movie.
It's like, what did you guys get from the meeting? Because please tell me. I wasn't listening. It's like, please. In handwritten notes. I need your guys' notes. I didn't pay attention. No. That's just how I am. Okay, we're going to throw it to our last break. When we get back, we're going to do Mount Rushmore, but we're going to do Mount Rushmores of bowlers. And I'm going to learn a whole lot, because I don't really know any bowlers besides the two of you right now. So we are going to throw it to break, and we get back.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Beyond the Lanes. We are going to do something very fun and exciting. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore of bowling, coming from, in my eyes, professional bowlers. I do not know ball like they do, so I will be sitting back and just listening and just learning. But Haley, how about you go first? Mount Rushmore of bowling.
Rodriguez. She is so sweet. I know her personally, and her husband is actually best friends with my uncle. So I met them, and she's always been like really sweet and supportive of me and my career. So I love her.
Okay, I'm gonna go Kyle Troop because I love his matching outfits are so crazy, and like when he strikes, sometimes he pulls out a pick and just gets his ass from going.
That's awesome.
My number 2 is actually Kyle Troop. Yes, my number 2 is Kyle. Number 2 is Kyle Troop. That's exactly the same reason why I love him too, and I love his accent because he's from the South too.
Yes.
So
okay, I have Shannon Pulowski because she's so sweet, and she used to be the assistant coach at UNL, and she also bowled for UNL. She's so nice, and she just makes bowling look so easy.
that's a good one. I completely forgot. My number 3 is EJ Tackett.
Oh my
Motive. I was on staff with Motive, and then I love the way he throws the ball. I just love the way he throws the ball. So.
I have Chris Barnes because growing up, like my family only ever threw global, and I loved bowling his tournament too, and he's so sweet, and so is his wife, and they're just so nice.
The fact that you guys are like, yeah, these people, but I also know them and I've met them, and just to be like, if I were to do something like this, be like, yeah, I saw them on TV the other day. Like, it's just awesome that you guys actually know them, and it's like saying them as if they're close to you. Next one.
My number 4 is Clara Guerrero, and I kind of know her too. My aunt actually bowled with her on Team USA in early 2000s, so they know each other very well. So she's very sweet.
My 4th is Liz Johnson. I feel like that's just if you know, you know. It's just such an easy she set it up so much.
Yeah, she did.
And your honorable mentions.
Obviously, Coach JB
and Jillian.
Yeah. Also, probably Lindsay Boomershine because she's close with my dad, and they're very nice. Oh,
I would have to say Shannon for my other one too. Plowski.
Plowski.
Shannon Plowski. Her and my aunt were best friends growing up, so she's really sweet and knows my family.
So to wrap everything up, you're obviously going to be in Orlando this weekend. What's one goal that you guys have for yourself going into this weekend?
I want to make ATT all tournament team. That's always been a goal of mine. So each tournament, that's always like one of my goals is to try to make that. But also just help my team as much as I can, do the best I can, so we can win.
I think just helping out the team, being able to do my job, so that everyone else be like, oh, you don't gotta worry about her, she's doing her job, and kind of do that. And same if you make ATT on the way, well, that's nice.
Yeah,
that'll be.
I don't even know where mine is. I lost it.
Well, thank you guys for answering questions that you probably have answered 50 million times in your life.
That's okay.
For somebody that doesn't know ball like you guys know ball. So I am so glad that I was able to listen to you guys and hear, and I wish you guys nothing but luck and good vibes going into this weekend and then the rest of the season. And we will see you all next time on Beyond the Lanes.